From CBS News headquarters in New York, this is the CBS Evening News with Walter Cronkite and Eric Severide in Washington, Tom Fenton in Egypt, John Sheehan in Cairo, Foster Davis in Saigon, Bill Plant in Chicago, in Washington, Daniel Shore, Marvin Kalb, and Fred Graham.
Good evening. Archibald Cox told the Senate Judiciary Committee today that his Watergate cover-up investigation was all but complete when President Nixon fired him. But Cox said the probe had opened up new lines and a new special prosecutor, independent of the White House, should be named to investigate them. More from Daniel Shore.
Cox told the committee that when he was fired, he was close to asking indictments in the Watergate case and cover-up, three-quarters finished with his ITT investigation, but just started on new trails like the dairy contributions. Cox denied White House statements that he'd gotten everything he wanted except presidential papers, charged that lots of documents were reclassified as presidential. He said he's convinced the main reason for his dismissal was his pursuit of White House evidence. And Cox backed a court-appointed prosecutor as the only way to get the job done. Since yesterday, he said, he's become convinced that it's constitutional. So you now favor a court-appointed prosecutor?
I do favor such a bill, yes. I would take the risk, but I have to acknowledge that there is a risk.
You also
Why
noted...
do you want an independent prosecutor?
I don't think the investigation can be pursued thoroughly without an independent prosecutor.
We're in a constitutional quagmire here. I, therefore, along with the rest of the Republican leadership of the Senate, have urged the President on Friday, and we have reaffirmed it today, our view that the President should, as soon as possible, name a special prosecutor with such safeguards against removal other than for clearly acceptable cause, and I believe that that's the best proceeding.
I don't think Congress would be willing, or the people willing, to have a special prosecutor subject to the control of the Department of Justice.
So you're saying the only way to protect the new special prosecutor against being fired by the President is to have him appointed by the courts?
Yes.
The drive for a court-appointed prosecutor, already supported by 53 senators, has gotten a lift from Cox's testimony and his assurances that it is constitutional. It looks now like a race between the Senate and the administration trying to find its own prosecutor first. Daniel Shore, CBS News, and the Senate Judiciary Committee.
Incidentally, the president's strongest supporter on the Senate Watergate Committee, Florida Republican Edward Gurney, called today for an independent prosecutor. In his words, "I don't think the people are going to buy the idea of a special prosecutor that is the president's man." Cox had been scheduled to testify this morning, but was delayed until afternoon because the hearing room was turned into an emergency medical room. Capitol Police Sergeant Arthur Husted suffered a heart attack and was revived there by doctors, but he died a short time later. By law, a federal grand jury's life normally is 18 months. After that, Congress must approve any extension. The original Watergate grand jury was born just a few days before the Watergate burglary. It would expire December 4th. Today, the grand jury said it wanted to complete its work and asked for a year's extension. The House Judiciary Subcommittee quickly approved a 6-month extension with a further 6 months if necessary. The full House Judiciary Committee is expected to consider the bill tomorrow.
If you're over 40, here's an important discovery for your eyes. Clear eyes, for eyes over 40. You see, science knows by 40 your eyes can lose half their youthful moisture, so may strain easier, hurt more. But Clear Eyes has an exclusive moisturizing formula with methylcellulose. Helps relieve dryness, soothe irritation in eyes over 40. Clear Eyes, a special moisturizing formula for eyes over 40. Read the label. Use as directed.
Oh, please, Dad.
Okay, Billy. We'll make it an early birthday present.
Oh, boy, thanks, Dad.